Mogo ni malu, nengo sukari ni malu, nengo mafuta ni malu, mko duto te. Majogi no singo ni jo piny ni kage donjo ni moro kone ge wacho ni kage keto mo wapi. Visit my relatives. I had visitors yesterday in Bondo, and now I'm going back to Nairobi. But I came to also to find out what is happening back home. And the information that I have is that life is very hard. The cost of living is very high. Employment is not available for most of the residents of this place here. And the basic price of basic commodities like food is very high. Energy is also pretty high. Fuel is very, very high, the cost. So the people are suffering. And some of those palliative measures which had been introduced by the previous government, like kazi mutahi, which we had said was going to be continued, have all been stopped. There's also a disappointment about non-implementation of promises which had been made during the campaign period. Things like fund for the youth, which was supposed to be interest-free. We're being told it's now going to be charging interest. And the help to the disabled, to the mamas, mamambogas and so on, is also not forthcoming. What is being seen here is promises on top of promises and top of promises, which is disappointing. But that is not really what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the critical issue of independent electoral commissioners. As you know that this regime, which came into power through the rigging of the elections, is now hell-bent in trying to send home the commissioners who stood firm on the platform of the truth. And we have said that this is not going to be acceptable. People of Kenya will not accept it because it is now known worldwide that these people lost elections badly and that they told these elections. But now we cannot accept that on top of that they will add insult to injury by sending away these other commissioners and then imposing on Kenyans a user-friendly commission to them. This is not acceptable. And therefore we have said we are going to consult widely with the people of Kenya. We will begin in Nairobi on Wednesday. We will have a meeting with the people of Nairobi at Kamkunji grounds to ask them if they accept that these commissioners should go home. We will then do the same thing in Mombasa. We'll do the same thing in Nakuru. We'll do the same thing in Kisumu. Do the same thing in Kakamega. Because an independent electoral commission is the referee. It cannot be appointed by a player. So we will not allow the Kenya Kwisha regime to impose a commission on the people of Kenya. That is not acceptable. End of statement. Thank you.
Ndugu yangu, kwani hizi app za loans natakaje ndio nipe loan?
Sasa nikuulize ndugu yangu, unataka kufanya nini yodo?
Nataka expand business, nitaka gari nyingine.
Oh, sasa bro, acha nikueleze. Kuna app inaitwa VIP. Unaona sasa, ukiwa na hii app ni app yenye inakusaidia kumanage busy yako. Sawa kama mse wa taxi, ukimanage transactions zako through Vip for the next 3 months unaweza get access to loan. Na pia kulingana na design yenye unakopa na unalipa hiyo loan, wanaweza kupatia pia access to a better handsome amount ya loan. Unanipata ndugu yangu?
Nakupata. Hiyo kwanza iko verified.
Kabisa, download Vip leo na uexpand busy yako in the next 3 months, au sio?
Kabisa bana, hata niweke sahi.